All right, Bucn over episode 23. Daily overs at 8, 12, and 2. Season win total still at 9 out of 65. We got a doubleheader today. Pirates, Tigers. Game 1, Dylan Peters and Michael Pineda. Game 2, Jose Quintana, Alex Vado. This Peters-Wilson connection's working. Unfortunately, Game 1 had errors, and more errors. Quintana could be juicy trade bait if he's pitching the way he's pitching all year. Vogelbach comes in and saves the day in Game 2. What do you think constitutes a sweep? We'll get into that and a lot more this episode of the Bucn Over. Okay, May 4th, Star Wars Day. May the 4th be with you and all of that good stuff. The twin sons of Tatooine doubleheader. 2 suns, 2 games, double the fun, double the header, double bubble, all that good stuff. Game 1, pitchers are working. Dylan Peters, Bryce Wilson connection. I like that. It's going well. It's going real well for the Pirates. Unfortunately, let's get into the game. Top of the 5th, Ben Gamel, who's swinging a real hot bat. I mean, not only in the box score, but when he's getting outs, he's lining them out hard to outfielders or infielders. He's putting good wood to ball, wood to bat, whatever. Cole Tucker had a nice hit. And then top of the 5th, Gamel tripled and scored Cole Tucker and Andrew Knapp. Made it 2-0. So you're going, okay, the way the pitchers are going, this game we could have a win. Unfortunately, bottom of the 5th, we had 3 errors. Grossman sac fly scored Candelario, and then a fielding error, a rare fielding error. I mean, the ball was right in his glove, and it just shot over him. That scored Castro and Akil Baddoo and made it 3-2. So that was the whole game. There was 3 runs, 0 earned runs. Pirates lost 3-2. Although when you're watching the game, and what's great about baseball in general is it's the 9th inning or the 8th inning, and you're just like, if this guy can run into one, tie game. You never know. It's what makes watching baseball so fun. You know, Perez is up, and you're like, he can hit the ball. He can hit it hard. You know, Vogelbach comes up. He can hit it hard. You just need one. You need one guy to run into one, or you need to get the train moving. Runners in scoring position has been an issue for the Pirates this year, but I feel like they don't have that kill shot in them. And we'll get into a little bit more of this in Game 2, but I feel like they hit runners on and they score a couple runs, and it's happened against the Padres. First inning, they have a couple people on, and they just don't have that kill shot that we're going to score 4 or 5 runs this inning and really put you out of it. They get a couple runs, sure, but it still leaves the other team in the game. Let's see here. Game 1, I just want to check and see. 1 for 4, Game 1, runners in scoring position. Game 2, 1 for 11, runners in scoring position. So the ability to just drive in runs is escaping these Pirates so far, and I think it's hurting them. But they lose Game 1, 3-2 on these 3 errors and 3 unearned runs. So a bad way to lose a game. Should have won this game, but they're 9-14. And if I'm being honest, went out to lunch with the wife and kids today. Had to go pick up a golf club that I lost on a golf course. Got home, forgot about the over. Forgot to look and see what the over was. So I check it. It's like the 4th inning. The over/under is 4.5. So I'm like, I'm taking over 4.5, and that cashed. So while it's not the pre-game over, I'm going to count it, because it's my podcast, I'm counting it as a win for me. 9-12-2 on the season. Then I get ready, I drive to work, get to work, turn on Game 2. Game 2, of course, was Jose Quintana's show. He's pitching great. I mean, he is going to be some real juicy trade bait come July if he's keeping this up. I would love to see it. And I'm happy for him, 5 innings pitched. Well, we'll get into the game. Top of the third, Reynolds, double play. Grounds into a double play. It scores Marisnick, though, 1-0, which Marisnick, by the way, kind of a sneaky good pickup. His defense is elite, and he gets on base occasionally. Like, what a solid bottom third, awesome, elite defender they picked up. Top of the fourth, Perez hits a home run. Solo shot, though, and that's the one you want him to run into in the first game. But that makes it 2-0. Bottom of the fifth, Haas singles to score Candelario, makes it 2-1. And then Grossman doubles, scoring Derek Hill 2-2. And with that, of course, they couldn't hold the lead, or Quintana couldn't hold the lead. And they couldn't get a run for him the next half inning. So, 24 straight games, no starter has recorded a win. Pirates are setting records. Nonstop. Top of the seventh, Ben Gamel again. He's on third. Reynolds is on second. Had a double. Wild pitch by Will Vest. That scores Gamel. Makes it 3-2. Breaks the tie. Then Vogelbach comes up. Sacrifice fly. Scores Reynolds 4-2. They left the man on first. So the over-under for this game was 8. I did get in on this game. And I'm watching it at work, and it's going along. 6 runs. I go, if you start kind of dealing with yourself, you're like, hey, if the Brewers score a run, or if the Pirates can score an insurance run, the Brewers score a run, that'll push. Maybe if you get one sneaky run somewhere else. Top of the ninth was awesome. Ben Gamel singles. It scored Marisnick, made it 5-2. Then Vogelbach comes up. Home run. Bomb. Like no doubter. Like he hit it and he just started strutting. His 4th home run in the year. It scored Ben Gamel 7-2. That's the Bucn over. A legitimate Bucn over. I won't asterisk this one. Pirates win 7-2. 10-14 on the season. Overs 10, 12, and 2 on the year. That's what I'm talking about. Vogelbach's home run. These kill shots. You have people on base, and you need to drive them in. 1 for 11 and with runners in scoring position is not going to get it done. And they still scored 7 runs with a 1 and 11 runners in scoring position stat line. So, imagine if they went, even 4 for 11. I mean, how out of hand would this game be? Pirates out-hit the Tigers in both games. Those unearned runs killed them in the first game. Should have won that game. But it is what it is. That's baseball. Sometimes you'll have days like that. Sometimes you'll have games like that. It's not the whole season. It's one game. Yeah, you say, oh, shucks. That sucked. You move on to the next game. And they did. And they won 7-2. And they came back, and it was nice. It was good to see. They split the series with the Tigers on to the next series against Cincinnati. Ben Gamel swinging a hot bat. He is, like I said in the beginning, he's hitting everything hard. He's hitting everything when it's finding gaps. It's extra bases, triples, doubles. Reynolds is starting to come around. He is. He had a nice double today, and he's starting, it's not going to happen all at once. Hopefully against this weekend against Cincinnati, I'd like to see him have a 4 for 5 day, a 3 for 4 day, couple walks, and just really get out of it. Vogelbach is as advertised. He's power. He runs into home runs. He takes a lot of pitches. He's got a great eye. He's patient. Sometimes it works against him, but you'll trade those for the home runs that he hits. Like I said, they out-hit the Tigers both games. As far as Cole Tucker, had a nice hit. He's going to be in the lineup until June, so get used to it. The Twitter mob will show you him striking out and spinning into the dirt, swinging out of his shoes. That's not going to help his case. But O'Neal Cruz is batting in the 180s, I think, 189, 190 something in AAA. So until June rolls around, Tucker's going to be in the lineup. They're not calling anybody up. He's going to sink or swim with Tucker this year. So get used to it. When he gets a hit, though, he had a single, and he's all smiles, and it's fun to watch. He's so fun to watch. He just needs to figure out how to do it more consistently. Quintana His stat line for the day: 5 innings pitched, 4 hits, 2 earned runs, 3 strikeouts. He's 3.38 ERA. Thompson got the win, though, so a starter did get a win. He just wasn't the starter of the day. They brought in Zach Thompson. All of the bullpen pitched well. Wilson and Crow, game 1. Dylan Peters opened. Wilson came in, and then Crow shut it down in the last inning, game 1. Zach Thompson came in the 6th. Then you have Stratton. Bednar finished the last 2 innings to get the save, game 2. Everyone pitched well in the bullpen. So it was a solid game all around. Those 3 errors, of course, are going to kill you. But Quintana, if he keeps pitching like this, come July, and he's still sporting 330s, 320s, 290s ERA, I'd like to see Ben Cherington get some good prospects for him. Pirates Twitter will hate it, and they'll say, I can't believe that's what happens to all the players. They just trade away the players. But you have to understand that's what some of these players, these veterans, are for. They're reclamation projects. They had an off year, a bad year. You hope they find something enough that you can get a couple more pieces when you trade them away. You're not building around Quintana for the future, I don't think. You're not building around Josh Van Meter for the future, I think. These are players that you want them to have a good half of baseball, and you maybe get a relief pitcher or something out of them that you can use down the line. And it's just wheeling and dealing. Game 1 should have been a win. Should have been a sweep. I see people talk about sweeps, and this is something I want to get your opinion on. If you're watching on YouTube, let me know in the comments. If this is an audio podcast, hit me up on Twitter at Bucn over. What do you think constitutes a sweep? Does it have to be 3 games? Is 2 games a sweep? As long as you beat them both times, that's a sweep? I go back and forth. I think a sweep, has to be 3 games. That's personal opinion. I'd like to know what you think. I've seen people say, it's a sweep if it's 2 games. It's a sweep if it's 3 games. But I want to know. Let me know. Get a hold of me. I'd like to see what people think. Kind of going around the league. Getting away from the Pirates for a moment. Nick Castellanos had a baby. So what do you do when a player has a baby? What do you do when a player has a baby? You bet they hit a home run. And what did Nick Castellanos do? Hit a home run. Except that home run was a fan reaching over and grabbing a home run. So they went to the review. They looked at the tape. Fan interference. He reached over and brought the ball in. I know it gets exciting at a ballpark, and I understand you want to catch a ball. But if you are in the front row in the outfield, you have a responsibility to not reach over and grab balls. Don't be that nerd that wants to take a souvenir home. Let the ball come to you. Don't reach. Ruined my bet. So I have a personal vendetta against that guy. Whoever his name is. Probably Carl or something. Just be cool about it. Don't, it's a baseball. I know it's exciting to try to catch one, and you probably never had a chance before, but that's what foul balls are for. Looking at bad teams doing good, Orioles won today, 9-4 against the Twins, so we'll look for them to win tomorrow, 2 in a row against the Twins. And this is kind of a gray area. Diamondbacks 13-13, Marlins 12-12. The Diamondbacks won 8-7, so do I consider them a bad team? I don't know. But they won today, so we'll look into them. For the Pirates, off day tomorrow. Next series against the Reds. They're 3-20. They're losing today. Let's check the score real quick because it's been updated. Reds. The Reds lost today 18-4, so they're 3-21 on the season. They got one more game against the Brewers, and then the Pirates come to town. So they don't even have an off day to get home. Pirates, I'm going to say, guaranteed to win on Friday. Not only because the Reds are terrible. They're coming off this series against the Brewers. They're not even having an off day to travel. But because when the Pirates win, they'll have 11 wins and 14 losses. 11-14 is my birthday. And I like stuff like that. And I think the Pirates are going to win. I'm going to lay a lot of money on the Pirates to win. Is it stupid? Probably. Will it work? Definitely. Pirates guaranteed to win on Friday. Look forward to that. Pirates they should take 3 out of 4 against these Reds. These Reds, everyone's worried about them figuring it out. They're not good. They're not. 18-4 against the Brewers. I mean, they're just not. What's their run differential? I mean, you could look at the Pirates' run differential and say, oh, they're bad. But we all knew that one game was pretty much it. All right, so the Pirates' run differential is -37. Of course, a lot of that is credited to the 21-0 loss. The Cincinnati Reds' run differential is -82. 82 run differential, and we're 24 games into the season. You know how insane that is? What's the next closest? Kansas City Royals, 39, -39. That's the next closest. And then the Pirates at -37. But like I said, that 21-0 game will skew it a little bit. 82. It's not good. It's terrible. So if the Pirates don't win, I mean, I know. I'm going to regret saying this. Pirates winning, going 2-2 against the Reds would be considered, to me, a bad series. They should sweep them. Every team should sweep this Reds team. They're not good. Reds are going to figure it out. They'll win some games. You know, they're on pace for like 139 losses or something. That's not going to happen. Every team wins 40. Every team loses 40. But man, you got to think 3-1, right? You got to think 3-1. Current pitchers scheduled for Friday's game: JT Brubaker versus Connor Overton. For those not familiar with Connor Overton, he's only got 1 game under his belt, 5 1/3 innings pitched, 3 Ks, though 1.69 ERA, so he did pitch decent. No decision in his pitcher debut. I know everyone's nervous. Don't be nervous. Don't be nervous. The Reds are garbage. They're a garbage team. I can't wait for the Pirates to win this weekend. I'm looking forward to it. I hope I'm jinxing them. All right, no baseball tomorrow. Doctor Strange is opening in theaters. I'm going to the movies tomorrow. I'm excited. Hey, one other update. Outside of baseball, Penguins hockey, since this is a Pittsburgh Pirates podcast, go Pens. I stayed up and watched the 3 overtime game. I'll probably miss most of this end of the game because I'm going to see that Doctor Strange movie. But on Friday, I mean, the Bucn over, the Pirates winning. I'm looking forward to all of that. Couldn't come at a better time. Pirates go 11-14. You know, if they sweep the Reds, they're 14-14. All right, enough rambling. We'll get to Friday. We'll see you guys there. Thanks for listening to the Bucn Over. Enjoying the Bucn Over content? Be sure to follow me over at Twitter at Bucn Over, TikTok at the Bucn Over, and on YouTube, the Bucn Over. Follow along with your Buccos all year long.